Search for Truth 2, Lesson 11, Chart 5. The Beast and His System. Christians have often wondered just how complex the system of the Antichrist will dominate the entire world. How could people so easily be deceived to accept and worship the man of sin? Humanism. Promoting the Antichrist world system is a deceptive philosophy termed as humanism. This belief, which is actually a religion, emphasizes man's wisdom rather than God's. It encourages man to solve his problems independently of God. The United States Supreme Court has identified secular humanism as a religion. As such, it enjoys the same protection and limitations applicable to other religions. Humanism is based on these premises. Man is basically good. Within man's own self is sufficient intelligence and ability to solve his problems and meet his needs. No outside force or higher power need be consulted or expected, nor does any such power exist. Evolution is responsible for the origin of man. There is no life after death. Man should actively pursue the good life here on earth. These human rights are advocated. Free use of pornography and drugs, prostitution, homosexuality, sexual permissiveness, free love, abortion, gambling, child's rights over parental control. Humanists insist that these liberal lifestyles reflect a positive moral change rather than moral breakdown. Classroom materials are avid proponents of humanism. Many books support evolution, sexual freedom, as well as negative viewpoint of Christianity. EU and money systems. In 1948, a number of activist organizations came together to form a Congress of Europe. In 1994, it became the EU, or the European Union. In 1989, the European Council discussed a proposal of an EC, now EU, bank and a common currency. In 1991, Europe agreed to create a vast European free trade zone among their members. In the late 1900s, the credit card was accepted as the public's new form of payment. Along with this came automatic tellers. After the automatic tellers came the smart card. It has a memory that is able to contain a social security number, all medical records, driver's license, a short history of individual, a bank account balance, a home address. With this card, the individual will be able to buy and sell, never having to carry cash again. It will replace credit cards, ATM cards, checks, and cash. This card carries a microchip which is so small that it is hardly noticeable. In time, the microchip will be removed from the card and placed inside the human body. Revelation 13, verses 16 and 17. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand, or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. With this microchip in your hand, you could easily scan your hand over a scanner. If you had the funds available, it would automatically transfer. Computers and satellites. Technology is increasing daily and is difficult to keep up with. Truly, knowledge has increased. Satellites are going up across the globe, replacing telephone cables, so that anywhere in the world a telephone or computer can be used, even in remote deserts or jungles. The frequency between the satellite and microchip will enable a person to be detected within 3 feet of where he or she stands. Initiation rite. What an exciting day to live for our God. Unparalleled opportunities and challenges beckon to every Christian. This time of growth and expansion should motivate every believer to become personally involved in reaching as many souls for Christ while there is still light. For soon the night cometh when no man can work. New Age movement. A new kind of revolution is quietly overtaking our earth. While many of their concepts and goals seem admirable, closer examination reveals the anti-God system quietly but efficiently weaving its web around an unsuspecting society. Even their attractive emblem has biblical significance. Although the rainbow seems to be only a colored arc of light, to both Christians and New Agers it has a deeper meaning. To the Bible believers, it's God's covenant with man never again to destroy the earth by water. However, the New Agers' rainbow illustrates their bridge between man and Lucifer, who they claim is over the soul. Their ultimate goal is a new world order developed and administered by a New Age Christ, introducing a New Age world religion. Certainly, a movement of such influence could successfully promote the Antichrist system. The new birth experience taught by Christ is subtly replaced with a mystical heathen factor that focuses not on God, but rather on oneself. 1 John 22 and 22 says, "Who is a liar but that denieth that Jesus is the Christ? He is Antichrist, that denieth the Father and the Son." 1 John 4 and 3, "And of every spirit that confesseth not that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh is not of God, and this is that spirit of Antichrist, whereof ye have heard that it should come, and even now already is it in the world." A day of separation is coming. Many church denominations will embrace the goodwill system, claiming that we are all earth brothers and all part of one body. Many well-meaning Christians believers will de-emphasize doctrinal truths, saying God is bringing us all together in unity. When you hear this from many of the world denominations, be warned. The world is preparing to embrace the Antichrist and his system. Antichrist reigns in Jerusalem. The Antichrist now waits for the cue that will expose him to the world. One day soon the preparatory period will be past and all will be reality. John's portrait of that fateful day will be evident. See Revelation 13, verses 11 through 18. "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell in the earth by the means of those miracles. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and the number is 666. Once the world system comes to a universal power, the beast, accompanied by the false prophet, will officiate. John uses the term beast to describe a man of great strength, power, and superhuman abilities to enforce his will upon the earth. So cleverly will he dominate the world scene, war will cease and the economy will flourish under his command. Prosperity will return and the world will stand in awe at his genius as millions revere him as God. The Antichrist will fully exploit this Jewish weakness with dazzling, miraculous feats. After making a covenant with Israel to become their defender and protector, he shall eventually promote himself to the sphere of deity. Sitting in the temple, he will proclaim himself as God. Refusal to worship the beast results in death. What will happen to those who object to the proposed universal plan? Revelation 3:15 and 24. As many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Jesus, for the word of God, which hath not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither hath received his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And if they lived and reigned with Christ 1,000 years. There's colons here, so it's Revelation 3, chapter 15, and chapter 20, verse 4. The Antichrist will wage war upon all who refuse to acknowledge his prominence. However, he is not the ultimate winner. His time will be short compared to the eternity in the presence of the Lord.